Okay? So, different synthesizers and similar things, samplers, which are MIDI based. Then we have MIDI effects, so these are the effects which are again related to MIDI. And then we have audio effects. Audio effects, of course, you can use on MIDI tracks as well as in audio tracks. Why on MIDI tracks? Well, because if we apply certain synthesizer on a MIDI track, the output of that synthesizer will be simply audio signal. At some point it is converted, all right? So it is controlled through MIDI, but actually the output of it is still audio. We need to hear clearly something, this is audio-based material then. So let's say like this, again, I will enable this operator and I will put, I don't know, one equalizer after it. Okay, so this is compatible. On the other hand, if I have some audio track, I of course cannot drag MIDI over it. Okay, so below it states only audio effects can be inserted onto the audio track. Meaning, when you will deal with audio, when you will want to process the audio, you will use this folder, which is actually audio effects. You have different effects, okay, for different purposes. Now, it is really beyond the scope that we go through all those effects. If you will have later on some specific questions about any device here, we can discuss it. But look, different things. So equalizers, compressors. I don't know how much you are familiar with those terms, but these are really powerful, versatile effects. You can of course create combination of effects. I don't know. I will double click. Remember, my track is selected, so double click on it, and equalizer will be present. Additionally, I can apply some compressor, I can apply some, I don't know, flanger, I can apply at the very end limiter. And this is my chain, and this is known as a serial chain. Meaning, as I will play this clip, what will happen, just a second, so let's do like this, like this. I will disable it, so with this button, you can disable or enable any plugin, any synthesizer, anything you will put the same, this will be the same for all plugins. So enable, disable here. So what is happening? This is a serial connection, meaning as I will play certain signal, it will first go through the equalizer, then it will go through the second device, which is compressor, through third device, and finally it will come out to limiter, and then it will go to a master. Meaning, I can tweak something, for example, I don't know, whatever. So I apply some changes with the equalizer. I will enable the compressor. I will apply some changes with the compressor. For example, we'll go to flanger, and at the very end, at the limiter stage. Okay? Meaning all those plugins will affect certain source that is playing at the moment. Same for audio, same for MIDI. Additionally, what we have is plug-in devices. My folder is not activated at the moment. These are simply third-party plugins, meaning plugins from other developers which are not deployed by Ableton company. So there's again a million of different plugins over the internet. You can buy it, you can use it with Ableton Live. So as soon as you will install it, you can activate this folder. So for example, here, and immediately as I want to activate, the preferences will be open. So preferences window, and then I have use plugin custom folder, browse, search for the folder where your plugins are installed, and you will have the same look as here. Alright? Depends on the amount of plugins you will actually install. Additionally, free browser views. You can select anything. At the moment I have, I don't know, some audio loops here. You can, by clicking once, you can preview those. When you are satisfied with your selection, simply again double click or click, drag, you can also drag it to the empty space, meaning automatically new audio track will be created. At that moment, I can do whatever I want with it. Okay, I can take it to the arrangement view, or I can double click it. I can perform some settings here, so different settings, for example. I can apply chain of effects or just one effect as I wish, so I can do whatever I want with it. Okay, and of course I can play it. One important thing, look, we can see that here, so the name of it is something dash 175 BPM. This simply means that the BPM or tempo of that loop equals to 175 beats per minute. So it is pretty fast thing. So something like this. But at the moment, my master tempo of the project or of the live set, so this project or session within the live is most commonly known as a live set. Okay, this is not some DJ set 1 hour long, but it is known as a live set. Okay, this is how it is defined. So, master tempo of my live set equals to 132. Okay, so there is a great difference between 175 and 132. But what is happening? Look, when I will drag this 175 clip onto the audio track, immediately. Sorry? Yeah.
It drops 130.
Yeah, it will immediately capture the master tempo. For that reason, you can always, I don't know, you're performing live. You're performing live, and at any time, you can drag inside. Of course, if you will be on stage, you will disable this small headphone button here, which is preview within the browser window. So simply disable it, drag it, and let's add it to taste. So remember, we are on stage. Everything is happening in real time. Okay? My bad, sorry. Okay? So watch out when you will be on stage. You need to be concentrated. So, 3 different browsers, the same behavior, the same thing, only, for example, you can set different routes. Okay, so this is my first route, for example. I like these samples, I want to hold this first browser within this folder. Second browser, maybe, I don't know, some other samples. Let's say I will go under the whatever, bass loops, house-based loops, I like those one here, and on the third one I will have my whatever. Again, I can have also, you can have your projects. At the moment we are now in the library, you can also be in a current project. So up here, you can simply by clicking, you can change it, or go to the desktop or seek for all volumes. You can have whatever you want here. Okay? And then the hot swap browser, basically, look what is happening like this. Let's say that I will apply, I don't know, let's say audio effect compressor. Okay, so each synthesizer, each plugin, so each device within default Ableton Live has this small button here. Alright, this is a hot swap button. When I will press it, I can simply hot swap different presets that are already made. Okay, this is the same for all devices, for compressors, equalizers, all synths. So I don't know, let's say let's do it like this. Let's switch back to MIDI just quickly. Let's say let's find something appropriate. Disable those IOs. Jet set maybe, okay? So something like this, for example. Okay? So this is the back pad. So this one is generating this sound. Okay? Here we have MIDI nodes that are basically commands for this synthesizer. But then this synthesizer generates audio based on those MIDI tracks, or MIDI clips, or MIDI events, notes, however you like. What can I do? At any time, I can change this to something else. I don't know, ambient and evolving, and my complete engine is changed at that moment. Okay? So you can hot swap to seek fast to appropriate synth, appropriate plugin, preset, whatever.